Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Bear It All the podcast with your girl Jay.
And B, what's up, y'all?
Hey, it's Day. How are you guys doing?
And we have, for the first time ever,
Yes.
we have our amazing producer.
And
What's up,
pleased to have him
person?
here. Yay.
So choke your mama, choke your pops.
Nope.
Okay, yep.
I'm just
Got it.
Devin Wade Robinson on this one.
Devin
Wade
Yep.
Robinson.
Oh, you get the
Yeah.
full name.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining
Yes,
us today,
thank
Dev.
What's
you,
up?
Dad.
What's up?
Appreciate
What's
it.
up?
I know it probably
on?
feels a lot different being...
Yeah. Like I'm thinking about the cameras the whole time and stuff like that. You know,
Is
normally
it
I'm
recording
behind there.
still?
Yeah. Start worrying about stuff like that.
I know, because
Yeah.
anytime we take over, TalkHeavy,
He's
and I'm in your
uncomfortable.
seat,
Yeah. I can't hear. I don't know if the
you don't know what
microphone.
to... You so
So don't
off.
blame me, y'all. If something messed up, it's because I had to jump over here because somebody didn't show up.
And that part.
Yes.
Yes. So, okay, we're going to get into that. But just tell our viewers, the man behind
The scene.
yeah, there
Behind
you
the
go. Who you
name.
really are.
I'm
What you
Devin
do?
Wade. I'm Devin Wade. I am a creative director, so I do everything that has to do with bringing something from an idea to a real thing. So it doesn't matter whether it's sneaker design, television shows, short films, commercials, anything that has to do with bringing a concept, fully produced. That's what I am, creative director.
Okay, so you do photography.
Photography. I
Videography.
draw,
He's an artist.
comic books, storyboards, anything creative.
A
I
big
do.
kid at heart.
Yeah, music writer, all that stuff.
Yeah.
You a music writer?
Mhm.
I don't know that I knew that.
I
do
did not
everything.
know that
Okay.
one.
hmm
Okay.
Wow.
That's what I did
So
for
you
the
are-
longest time.
Jack of all trades when you look at it, when it comes
Oh,
to
yeah.
producing.
Yeah, well, that's the thing for most people who do one of those things. That's why when you see certain people, like look at Jamie Foxx, look at Chris Brown,
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jackson,
Mm-hmm.
they draw. They also, you know what I'm saying? Like Chris Brown is at a different level because he also has like athleticism and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Some
Right,
people don't
right.
have. But a lot of times, all of those things come as one thing, and basically people kind of just become better at whatever ones they nurture. So you'll
That is so
naturally be
true.
good. You'll naturally
Yeah.
be good at all of those things. But if I say like I'm just in the comic books, then that's what I
Yeah.
become good at.
What was
Okay.
the producing that started the producing
Drawing.
and drawing?
Drawing
Okay.
when I was
Amination. What
I
you call
was
it?
2.
2 years old?
Yeah, I still have everything.
Drawing stick figures?
Never drew stick figures.
You know?
That's how my mom
that's
figured it out. My
amazing.
mom left a pen like on the floor in like the living room, and she came in and I was drawing on something. I think it was like football players or something, but they had like real form helmets,
At 2
like
years
all
old.
of that stuff.
Are you
Yeah, so
serious?
it looks
Oh,
crude,
wow.
but you could tell like, yo, those are dudes playing
I
football.
told you, I know he was a little nerd.
Yeah, I know I'm a super
No,
nerd.
that's
Yeah.
good. I told Jamie when one we were talking like Dev is like a little nerd.
Yeah, super nerd. Super.
No, but in a nice way,
Yeah.
not like
Are you left-handed?
No,
No.
but I hear that a lot. People
Yeah,
ask
they
that.
say left-handed. I mean, I'm not saying that's the rule for everything. But
No, they
yeah,
say that's really a
left-handed-
thing.
Yeah,
It is
left-handed
a-
people
Yeah.
Are, like, supposed to be
use their
smarter.
creative part
Yeah.
of their brain.
Yeah, maybe that's what limited my intelligence is that I ain't left-handed. I'm
You're
right-handed.
very smart. What are you talking about?
No, but it's I'm
He's
aware.
from the hood, so
But I'm
no,
aware.
no, but he got he's
no,
good.
I'm gonna tell you I'm smart, but
Yes.
I'm also a person that's aware of my like intelligence limitation. Like some people think they're smarter than what they
What they
are.
are,
Like me,
yeah.
I could really look like, yeah, that's above my
Right. I don't
processing
understand that.
power.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't my processing power right there.
Now your mom draws too, right? And your
So my mom doesn't draw but knows how to.
dad. Okay.
So it's that thing that I was telling you about where it's like my mom doesn't have the love for it.
Mm.
So she could pick up a pencil and just do it, but she would do it like every 8 years.
so she's
like-
talented, natural talent, but she
Correct.
doesn't
Yeah.
use
But she
it.
don't-
Correct.
That was
yeah.
like my daughter when she was doing track. She would
Naturally athletic.
Naturally.
Yeah.
naturally,
athletic,
but
yeah.
she was like, nah. She wouldn't train nothing. All of a sudden, she would win a race. I'm like, imagine.
Yeah,
If you
like
really
said,
put-
if you nurture it,
Yes.
if you nurture that,
Like
Yeah.
love, not every 8 years, but
Yeah, I mean, and that shows you like the part where people could people could also practice that aren't good at stuff. Like I'm terrible at sports, right? Like horrible. Basketball, I'm the worst nigga ever.
you don't know how to dribble the ball.
I'm like everything
Every
terrible.
sport?
Listen,
You don't run? How about track?
Horrible.
Track too?
I mean, naturally, I could run fast and stuff because that's something that's kind of like just.
No, not everybody. Not everybody.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is coordination is trash.
Yeah.
But I love fighting so much that when somebody wants to be good at something like that, then you'll put your concentration where you'll be great at this.
That is true.
And then throw a football at me, butterfingers, bounce off my chest.
So they're not picking you. They not picking you.
So that's what happened is people used to pick me.
Because you tall.
And force pick like in gym.
You're like, no. You're making
and
a
I
mistake.
knew like, this gonna be a fight by the end because I get the fast break layup, miss. They're gonna be like, "This pussy lost the game." Oh no! Now we gotta fight.
This nerd. Now they call you a nerd.
Now we gotta fight. Now we gotta fight.
Funny.
Yeah.
So you also do. You might not be athletic, but you also do. Is it MMA?
Yeah. So
or
mainly jujitsu because I grew up a wrestler. So I'm way more into like the grappling part of it. Like even if I fight somebody in the street, I'll punch you or kick you just to grab you. I think it's just something better about like
the
being able to,
part of it.
like really,
it's the dominance.
It's to show a person that like.
So you're not athletic at all. You just like this because you get to dominate whatever it is.
Yeah, it's like showing somebody that's like big or strong. Like now, I could do whatever I want to you. It's like crazy.
But then that's
I watched
technique.
one of your things.
Yeah, it is.
That's technique.
It's a technique
I watched
thing.
one.
Yeah, it's a technique.
And all I could think about, I was like, his head is right over on top of it. I was like, wait, his legs are. Oh.
You definitely gotta. You definitely gotta be comfortable. You definitely gotta be comfortable with your manhood to be in MMA.
Because you literally.
That's like
sitting-
the wrestling because
wrestling, all of that. Because wrestling, you gotta wear a singlet, the tight, all one outfit.
Now, I don't care about that part because
but a lot of men,
the thing is that when you have somebody else balls on top of your body, it's like
I would feel some type of way about if I was a guy and my package wasn't, it was smaller.
It doesn't matter about being small.
No.
I don't think that men are thinking about not straight men.
No. She's talking about like wearing a singlet or whatever like that.
No, I ain't talking about that. If I was packing, like pistol packing Pete,
confidence,
then I would be okay with wearing that tight behind outfit. I would tell all the ladies.
You'd be surprised. Small packages do big things.
Well, that's being a grower.
You never know.
That's being a grower, and we're not talking about that. But
you know what?
Anyway. I'm just saying, it's like these are some of the things. Like, so do you ever like spar? What's it called? Right?
Yeah.
Do you ever spar and it's like a smell and you can't do it?
I mean, the whole gym stinks.
Right.
Yeah, like you got to.
But think. There's a smell. There's smells where you can't handle it.
No, it's never been like that.
Oh.
I think that like a person would get like called out about something like that in the
like
gym,
farting or something.
Pull. Oh, yeah, that's a whole. That can actually just happen.
That does happen.
No. If somebody,
because you
like when you go to mount, you'll go to like knee on belly. Yeah. Like people watch people grapple, and it's like it looks slow motion only when two people know what they're doing. Meaning they're not wasting energy. Like if you see a guy and he's like all acting crazy, it's like, bro, you're not going nowhere. So you're just wasting your strength. So you don't realize how hard those guys are really going, even though they're moving slow. And when they put like, you put knee on belly on somebody,
obviously
they'll fart sometimes.
I did see how slow you were moving. I was like, why are you moving so slow?
Yeah, it's like, because you're trying to go right to where you're
going. I seen a couple of the clips that he had, that he posted.
So, obviously you're in entertainment. You have your own podcast. You didn't even say anything about that.
Yeah. I mean, if they're watching this, I think they just know.
I know.
They just know Talk Heavy podcast.
Well,
like
some
they
people,
know.
Maybe they just go to YouTube, So anyway, so you have your own podcast.
Yeah.
How long have you been podding?
I've been podding for 10 years. Way before the whole podcast boom, I started podcasting in 2016.
Okay. And I know you've had a couple different shows.
Yeah. Started off with Party Nerds. Went from Party Nerds to $1 Million Worth of Game. Then I was doing both of those at the same time. And then made my own show, the Devin Wade Show. No, to be honest, Talk Heavy was a little bit before that, but I was mainly the producer. I would like come on sometimes.
Okay.
And then eventually I ended up just being on there full time while I was on the Devin Wade Show, and then went to just doing Talk Heavy.
Okay. And now you do our show. And then you do a bunch of different projects.
Yeah, a whole
like
bunch of stuff. Brady Bag show, all that stuff.
And we do have fun on the TalkHeavy show. On the what? TalkHeavy podcast.
Yeah, she was about to say something.
No, we do. I'm sorry. I'm in slow motion today. I didn't have my coffee.
Listen, y'all. They was late.
Here we go.
It was
some people. Listen, B was partying all night and woke up late.
I was not late.
She wasn't late.
You said they was late. I was not late.
No, they. My bad. I was talking like a nigga.
They was late.
They was late too.
I said they.
They was not late. They was outside.
Not Dayana.
She actually was. We were supposed to be here at 9 o'clock.
She called me quarter of and then she was brushing her teeth.
Yeah, I was. Because I was like, I see that message.
But
I'm like, okay,
he's so patient with us. We just appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, I already know they're going to be late. I kind of know what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else late right now.
You anticipate that?
Literally. And you know what? Somebody else didn't show up. And then somebody else canceled.
Two people canceled us today.
It's been quite a morning.
So that leads me to, so I want to ask you, like, with this, being you're pretty much your own boss and making sure that you have everything in order, it's a lot of work that goes into production and timelines and schedules. How shed some light on how that looks like when people cancel or
I mean it could be a nuisance, but honestly, like, there's so many things that could go wrong that could be worse. Like that I'm really a person that I'm really like that. Like, the camera could have broke. Like, there's been so many things. I've done jobs where I borrowed my homie's $6,000 drone, and then one of the guys that was working for me crashed it on a job. So when you're doing a job and a job is $20-something thousand, but I already know instantly,
right,
$6,000
is coming off the top.
Coming off the top, right to that. And I'm still going to make sure my drone pilot gets paid. Like, I don't pass none of that off to the other, other people. It's just part of what happens.
So you have to, you pretty much have to pick up the slack of anything that, happens. And I experience that as well. And then, like, so when it's like, it's a lot, I think a lot of times people see the final product.
Right.
Like, they don't understand, like, that it takes work to, it's a constant dedication. It takes work. You got to make sure you put out your outlines and things like that. You got to line your guests up.
Oh yeah, and that's from you guys. That's from y'all side. You know what I'm saying? Like, when y'all are planning out who's coming on, what the subjects are. On my side, it's more like there's customers that think, like, when you record it, it's done. They don't realize, like, you gotta do the sound.
And all that stuff.
Sound, you gotta color correct it because you're shooting this nerd shit. You're shooting it in log, and then you gotta color correct it and all of that kind of stuff. So they think, like, it's done. Yo, when am I gonna see that joint? It's like, yo, give me a second. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with, like, photography and all of that, but from y'all and I think that can even be more difficult sometimes. Like, putting together the show, making sure all the guests,
because we're dependent on certain people too, right? It's not just us. We know we're showing up, but then if we're adding guests, we're depending on them to also contribute to our show for our content, right?
So when that don't show up,
now we gotta wing it.
Yep.
So you always gotta have something to back it up, like you
and
always.
That's what we do. Jay is great with that.
That's what we do. We get like I already have like outlines created and topics and stuff like that we can talk about. So it just pull one of those old ones up, or it's like if we're in this day, like we feel like we talk about certain things. You know what? That's what we're gonna talk about today. Talk about so.
But Dev, give us an idea. Like, let's say a 30-minute recording. So behind the scenes, how many hours are you spending on editing that clip and creating the content?
All right, just for context, I remember, like, originally I was a producer, but I had, like, people that worked with me. So I had a cameraman that actually worked with me or whatever, and he would do all the editing. So when I lost my cameraman, I literally had to learn how to film and edit in, I believe it was 8 days or something like that.
Oh, wow.
Like, because basically I needed to put out the next episode, and I just have that mindset of like, I'm not getting defeated. There's no way.
Yeah.
So he had cameras. I literally bought every camera that he had. I think it was like 16,000. I like to buy these cameras to start off at first, right? Boom. Sitting there up, tears in my eyes, watching YouTube, frustrated, trying to figure out how to do it. And it would take me like 2-3 days to edit an episode. That now, right, when you do it so much,
right,
a 30-minute episode, it depends. If you want to rush through it, you might be able to knock it out in an hour and 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, but maybe 2 hours.
Okay.
You know,
you know
truly,
what you're looking for
like to
visually
really
is
make
different.
sure that it's put together. Nuance, funny shit. You know, she says something crazy,
Going
and
to
you,
somebody's face.
right?
Yeah,
you look like this. Right.
You actually have to watch all the content.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing.
Now,
you're looking
that's
at four
good, right?
screens.
So, are you looking at? Do you rewatch it to look at different people's expressions
No,
during
it looks
different
like a
things? Like, how do you
security
see it?
camera, like
Okay.
where you're looking at all the screens. So I'll see her mouth something, like if she's saying something crazy,
Yes.
and then she looks at the screen and she's like, this girl's a
I know.
fucking nut.
Yeah.
I'll like zoom the camera into her, because part of the editing is like, the editing is part of the comedy.
Right.
And it's a story.
Absolutely.
You know?
It tells a story.
And
Absolutely.
people look for, like, they know, like, your personality. Just like even Talk Heavy, it's like, you know
Who's
how,
who.
Yeah, you know who's who. You know how they are.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we know what we're going to get from B.
Yeah.
And
And they
sometimes
know,
when you're
yes.
surprised, you're like, oh, wow, I didn't think she was going
I'll
to say
add
that.
echoes for comedy, like, you know, the massage boy go over there, he start massaging her. I was about to, like, when she moaned, right? I'll be like, should I put an echo on there where it makes it funny?
Shut up.
You know,
Yes, you shut up. That would be funny.
no, it's just stuff like that. You know what I mean? It makes it funny.
Yeah,
Good thing I'm single.
It does.
So I have a question. All of this is the work. Do you have a social life? Like besides, because this takes a lot of work. All of this.
Yeah, but you know what I did? And I had to realize this with, like, thinking about, like, my family and stuff like that. My social life got built into my job.
That is very true.
It got built into it. So, like, yeah, I do what I do with Talk Heavy, but it's like, it's two things. It's me seeing my boys at least once a week. Because when you get older, we old as shit.
Family.
Yeah,
You
we
don't
are.
really chill with
We
your
are.
friends
Work.
like
Yeah,
that.
we
Yeah,
are.
yeah. You know, but now I know I could set a clock to, I'm going to see my peoples either every Monday or every Tuesday. So it kind of gets built into that. Same thing with, like, travel. I don't like travel for vacation much. I don't like laying around, like, sitting on a beach and all that bullshit. I just don't like, that's just not me.
So that's okay. Social life is one thing. How about your personal life? Do you have time? Because you seem pretty busy.
Yeah, I am pretty busy, but that's what I'm saying is it's kind of like worked in. So, like, the stuff that I do with the UFC or whatever, like, in my spare time, Saturday is the day that I mostly wouldn't do anything, right? Because on a Saturday is UFC fights, and I'm locked in on the television all day, right? Once a month for y'all. But I'm locked in for every fight I watch, right? I watch embedded, the behind the scenes documentaries and all that stuff. Somehow I found myself producing a UFC show, all the way to me filming a documentary on the lives, one of the fighters that's going for the championship. And now I'm there when they're filming embedded. I am at the UFC event. I'm in London for Leon Edwards' fight. Like, I'm there. So it's like I live in an episode
and
of
that's
the
something
thing.
you love, and that's something you love and enjoy.
I love
so
anyway.
It's part of yeah.
So that's where I say, like, the rewarding part or social part comes in. Like, these are still my friends. We chilling and I'm working. Work just never turns off when you work for yourself.
Right.
No, trust me, I know.
But I do know you have your hard like nose on certain times when you're not going to record. Because I know I've reached out to you like, hey, can we do a Sunday? You're like, Sundays are dedicated to.
So like my mom,
like,
is a big thing for me to try to like keep a relationship like with my mom, like spending time with my mom. So pretty much almost every Sunday is training for sure. straight to my mom's. You know what I'm saying? And I chill with her for the whole day. My mom is like a hermit. Don't come out the crib. So, mind you,
are you guys similar in that?
so a lot of people get confused unless you like from my hood or something like that. When I say my mom, I got two moms.
Yeah.
One is really my aunt that raised me. My mom gave me to her sister when I was little or whatever. That's Dyke Tyson. When you hear me talk about Dyke Tyson.
So wait. Dyke Tyson is...
It's my aunt.
Is your aunt?
She's my aunt, but
she raised
her name is Mommy. I call her Mommy. I call my mom and Mommy because if you a kid, a baby, when you grow up in the house, you know what I'm saying? Her daughter, I call my sister, is my cousin. You grow up, everybody, this is Mom.
Right.
In this house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then
So who do you spend? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
So who do you? So
On
Sundays you spend it with.
Sundays I'm with my birth mom.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm with my birth mom. But growing up, I was with her the first like 10 and a half years. And then one of the big things with like the 80s and 90s, the crack epidemic. So my mom's got caught up in that shit. And that shit alters you. And I got kicked out when I was like 10. So I ended up like moved with my real mom for a short period of time, then with another aunt. So I bounced around, but within family.
Right.
Well,
so it was
good.
cool. It was dope.
blessing,
It was
yeah.
actually
because not everybody is fortunate to have that.
yeah. And when you look at the time, you'll feel a certain way about it. But when I look back, I'll be like, it was the best.
Yeah, you learn to
thing.
appreciate it when you get
it was
older.
like the best thing
I love
ever.
that you stay committed to that though, right? Because it's so many different things that can, you get asked to go to things, but you're like, no, that Sundays are untouchable. And I think that's what, to your question, Day, being able to find that balance, like when we get older and involved in so many different things, because I'm involved in a lot of different organizations and everything. And I had to learn that, right? Because I was always pleaser for people. Like, I'll do this. Oh, yeah, I can do that. I can do that. And then you stretch thin and you don't find no time for yourself. So I love that you're committed to whatever it is that you love and enjoy to do. That's what you're doing.
And I'll make up for it because, when you're doing this kind of work, a lot of this stuff is like very, very date oriented. So it's like if somebody's getting married on Sunday and they got that bag for you, you got to
You
get
won't
it.
have to,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's certain things, but if it's
Which
like
means that we don't have the bag.
if it's smaller jobs or something like that, it's like they gotta make
wait.
sense.
Yeah, it has to make sense, of course.
Yeah, so if I have to I'll call my mom and say look, I'm not coming this Sunday, but I'll be there on Monday.
Make up for it.
Yep.
That's true though with the friends, because we definitely spend way more time with each other now.
Now that we're
podding
together,
and recording together and just meeting up to discuss the episodes.
But it's not even that. I feel it's like we're family.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, we definitely.
The way how we act when we it's like, yo, we gotta at least once a month we gotta get together at least.
It's very
just
intentional.
to be.
But it doesn't happen. Like when you might say these things, you have the intention, but then life happens. Next thing you know, it's like, damn,
weeks go by, months
it went
go by.
from February to June. What?
I just told my son he graduated 2 days ago, right? And I tell him I was like,
Congratulations.
Yeah, I did see. I did like it. But it's very beautiful.
I told him, I said, yo, man, just put effort into reaching out to your boys, because I saw him when we were there, he would go dap up a couple of his homies, kids that I would see in and out of my house, and they like, yo, bro, make sure you call me, because it's like, yo, y'all not going to be in those classrooms every day no more.
Exactly.
And I was like, you'll look like, I was like, bro, there's people that you went to school with all this time, you are never going to see their face again.
So true. Yeah. That's so true.
Never.
Ever.
And I was like, so you have to really make an effort, man. I still got homies, my core group that I was with, and it was a nice amount of us. Everybody is still the same.
And then imagine take social media
good.
away, because sometimes I only see people because of social media, right?
Yeah.
If it wasn't for social media, there is definitely people I would have never seen ever or know anything about where they are, if they have kids or anything. I know a lot of that from social media, just from following them on social media.
That's the way to have an insight on somebody's life.
Yes.
Yeah, there's people
Stalkers too.
such and such guy.
Right. Yeah, somebody passed.
And blockers, so we gotta keep blocking.
You find this out just by random conversation, such and such passed,
or find out years later, yeah, bro, he died 4 years ago. You damn.
Exactly.
I know. I found I was I had this friend. Damn, I had this friend that we just kind of. I think I was probably maybe 17 when I knew him, and I've known him for years. And we used to hang out, and I know he liked me, but we just never took it to that place. But we were just cool. Like, we would talk for hours, and then over the years, like, every so often he'll reach out to me. I'll reach out to him, and he lost contact. And then I said, he was on my mind, so I was like, I gotta look him up. I want to see how he's doing. He died 6 months before.
Ouch.
So that's crazy. This is off topic, but this just happened with my mom. So my birth mom. You know, back in the day, grandmoms.
Yes.
Listen, grandmoms used to listen. People don't like to admit this, but a lot of grandmoms had a lot of kids with different niggas. I'm just keeping it.
Oh, here we go.
I'm just keeping GB. The shit GB be saying is true. No, it's so true.
Grandma? My grandma wasn't like that. Okay.
My grandma had 16 kids with my grandfather.
So this is the other part. This is the other part. Niggas be real scared to take that 23andMe. Because that 23andMe makes some real
interesting,
crazy developments. So one of the developments was my mom always talked about a best friend of my grandpa that was always around and did, stuff and whatever. Always talked about this dude, right? And we do this whole 23andMe and the ancestry. And this dude's brother's kid is my mom's first cousin. That's only one way. There's only one way that's possible.
Yeah, this
right?
dude's brother.
So that person's brother. So I'm like, wait a minute, yo.
Oh, shit.
Mr. So-and-so, that's your pop. That's your pop. That's why he was always around doing what he was doing and being like, that's your pop. So a bunch of those people in that family would pop up on our stuff, and we have little conversations back and forth, but we've been procrastinating about getting together, right? So lately it's been on my mom's. Mom more like, you know what? Yeah, let's get together. My uncle was like, let me set this up for y'all to see. And my mom's going to push the button. We haven't heard from dude in a minute. The exact same thing. My mom sends me a text the other day because she's like reaching out, and it was like an obituary from December.
Oh my gosh.
So it was just like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, like
it happens that quick.
Yeah, don't procrastinate.
And that's why I think you had put like a message out in one. I think it was the birthday video for GB, but you were talking about how like spending the time with the people that you care about now, because you just sometimes never you lose it and you never get it back. Like that's the one thing you just don't get back. So it is so important, and that's why like I cherish you guys, and I cherish like the people that are close to me. And we always talk about this, but over the years, like the ones that you think that are going to be around forever are not the ones that are going to be around forever. You know what I mean? It's the other ones and the other people that you kind of grow a relationship with and a love for that are around and that you can count on and that support you.
And it's amazing that sometimes it's other people, friends that have connected you to your closer friends.
That's a fact. There's people that I forget, like, yo, I actually met you through this person that don't hang with either one of us.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just alignment. Like you're more connected with that person. You have more in common. You just kind of like the energy's just better. You know what I mean?
So bringing it back to production and all of that, and just kind of adding that with the friendship. Have you lost like friendships or anything with the work that you do?
Yeah, for sure.
Meaningful friendships?
Yeah, for sure. Because like when you're doing this type of stuff, man, like anytime you go in a business with people, it's always going to be that type of thing. Like you taking a risk anytime you do business with people that you call like your friends and your peoples. You know what I'm saying? It's always going to be like that. So that's the only difficult part when it comes to stuff like that. Like that's for sure.
Is it typically like the finance, or is it like, I agree with the vision, or we're not, our visions
it'll be the finances or lack thereof. Like if you working on like, I could be working on a project with y'all and the project be making bread. But then I'm working on this project with this person and that project's not making no bread, but they might still be looking like, where's the bread? It's just not, this one isn't working the same way as this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's like a difficult thing because you'll have your hand in multiple pots. So obviously if I'm working on 6 pods, one of them worked. I'm doing well off of that, but each other person is only working on their one. If that don't work, it's kind of like all or nothing with them.
Yeah, that's true.
That reminds me of like I grew up like looking up to like RZA, like he was a producer for the Wu, but he produced every person's album. So imagine that, like when Ghostface album comes out, that's his album. When Method Man's album comes out, it's his album. When Raekwon album out, they wondering why he got so much money.
Right.
Well, it's because
he's putting in the work.
I'm the beats on your album, your album, your album, your album. You know what I mean? And if your album fail, but Method Man's joint go platinum,
you're set.
I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But the other members of the Wu-Tang might be like, damn, bro, I've been around with you this long and I ain't eating. It's because your project might have not have did the same type of numbers.
Yeah, that's true. And people don't understand that. And finances is a huge part of
it is.
You know.
And commitment too.
Yeah. Yes. And commitment and vision. Like not everybody has the same commitment, you know. And especially like you starting off, like if you're the head of it, like people don't all have the same.
Yeah, that's why you align yourself with people that really like care about knowing like the business, like
and learning.
GB, like so that was the thing. GB and Slice, they're committed to knowing everything, like back end, like you don't got to worry about nothing because you got access to looking through the back end of everything and you understand it. So if a person doesn't understand the back end, then they can only speculate. This feels like it's making $1 million. But GB understand the analytics better than me.
Yes.
So he could look back there and see like, okay, I know what this is making. I understand this. Slice could handle doing the money and breaking everything down. He do that. I don't got to think about none of that type of stuff. And
no,
then,
it's actually good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, and even if a person doesn't, like, I'll say, like, with Dejana, like, Dejana isn't savvy on, you know,
and they know that
certain things. And we know that.
But from day one, I told them that.
what she'll do. She'll do whatever you need her to do, right? You just got to guide her. B is a lot more like me in a sense, as far as, like, okay, I want to have access to this. I want to know how to, you know, do certain things. But it works. Like, it works this way because
I'm carefree. I'm like, listen, I'll just show up. Just tell me what to do. I'm that type of like, it's gonna get done. Doesn't matter.
But you do want to know because like,
I do.
So look, some people they'll start off carefree, right? But then when stuff starts moving or happening, you know, they start wondering. I don't want a person to wonder. I want them to know. I want them to like fully understand. So you could push somebody to learn. They still not going to do it. I could push somebody to like, yo, bro, I want you to be a producer too. I could teach you how to edit. I could do whatever.
They don't.
If they don't want to do it.
They don't want to do it.
They don't want to do it.
But we started discussing like the analytics. So, you know, that's the one thing like, you know, showing her like where things are, how you get to it.
So
you know?
I think it's more because I'm not going to say when it comes to this, I'm like you, I'm an entrepreneur. So I have to always think about my own business. So for me to come here, I have to be I don't want to be that person. I was like, no, let me just have fun. This is for me, it's commitment. And I love the girls. I love talking crap, obviously. But I see this is like a passion for me.
I can understand what you're saying. I'm
so
sorry.
it's not,
but that's
I can
true.
understand what you're saying.
This is a passion.
But I think for me, right, this is Jamie's baby, right?
Yes.
Jamie started this. She created this.
No, but I'm committed to
I'm
it.
not saying that. I'm not saying that. However, right, we all put in the same amount of time,
yes,
money.
Yes, we do.
So for me, even though I know Jamie started this, she's the creator. This is still my business. This is I have my hair business work, but I also have this. As today, I did not feel like coming, but I'm like, I gotta show up for my business, right?
We all did today. Today was one of those days.
I just feel like with Jamie saying, this is all new to me, production and all of that, right? So
You
I
learn as you
need
go.
I want to know what's happening with it. I need to understand. I need to know because with that, I can contribute to how to make it better, right?
Yeah.
If I don't
know the whole scope.
anything,
So-
and I'm just leaving it all on her to kind of, it's just not, to me, I just don't see it as, it's
So,
just
no,
not
I don't
fair,
do that to
I'm
her
not,
because-
I'm not saying that you do this. I'm just saying this is the way that I think about it, right? And that's why I'm always like, Jay, like, add me to this. What can I do? How can I help? Like, where you want me? What do you need me to do? And I'm trying to learn and figure it out, right?
Yeah. On top of our already busy schedules,
yeah,
like
on
schedule
top of our,
businesses
and
and
also
stuff.
to take some weight off of her, because we are all in this together, and it's better with 3 than one, right?
But when I said carefree, I'm not all carefree. I just don't say. But sometimes when I speak to Jim, it's like, Jimmy, we should be doing this. I'm just not the person that
No, we
types.
understand that.
Yeah.
So
We get
remember,
that.
so remember
We
what
get
I
that.
said in the beginning, where I said like my limitations on certain things. Like people are good in their things. Like there are some people that just know, like, bro, I ain't no editor. That's not me. Or I ain't the analytics bull. Or and they really truly
Yeah.
Or not.
don't
Even
care.
if you try to teach them, they can't.
For
They're not
for
gonna do it.
example, she mentioned the passion thing. A lot of the podcast stuff, that's kind of what it is for me, because that's not the bread and butter of where I get my money from producing actual stuff, like for Securus Networks or whatever. Like Securus Networks is when you're in jail.
I was
right?
about to say the jail. I know. I messaged my sister on there all the time.
Yeah, so when you're in prison, you either have Global Tel Link or Securus Networks. Each company has like 50% domination on the prison industrial complex or whatever. And I produce a lot of material for those iPads or whatever, not iPads, those jail pads
jail
or whatever
pad,
that
yeah.
they have. Shows and stuff like that. That's where you're getting like basically like government contracts. You know what I'm saying? So what they're paying for an episode might be what somebody is like literally over 10 times the amount that I'm getting paid for an episode from a person locally. So it's stuff like that, corporate events and stuff like that, people that actually have the budgets to pay a professional producer professional rates.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the other stuff that you're doing in between, it all adds up. It's a compound effect. But yeah, I'm not like putting my life on. It's not like your life
this
is
is
on
the
the
end
line.
and all.
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah,
definitely a passion thing, because we talk about this all the time. Like, this is my
Our
outlet,
baby now.
right?
Yes,
it's
yes,
my
yes.
outlet, right?
Yeah, and
There's
it's
times when I'm
needed.
just
Yes.
I'm did not feel like coming today, but then when I leave here, I'm like, I'm so happy I came, because it re-energized me or whatever.
It's like
you know,
afterwards,
I
you're
love
like,
doing
this
it.
is why I did it, because it's a time to bond, but it's also like it's just so needed. Like it just it fills your heart up. And there's times when I'm just like,
yeah.
please, Jesus, take the wheel. Somebody take the wheel.
So I kind of found out something like young, like that, my art, right? Like first drawing, that I figured out that I could meet any person that I wanted to. I really felt like I could meet any person I want in the world if I draw them, right? Now, some people and some of my friends think it's something deeper to that too, like that it's more of
Manifesting,
a manifestation.
I was gonna say, yeah,
So
That's a board. That's me.
And I kind of do believe that there's some
Power.
some truth
No,
to
there
that,
is.
right?
There is.
Because they say like, yo, if I'm drawing somebody, to draw somebody, you're concentrating on that person.
that
I'm
energy.
drawing your face.
Right.
I'm drawing.
Yep.
I got to stare at that person for an immense amount of hours, right? So when I was a kid, after somebody told me that a famous wrestler was going to be at the mall and like signing autographs, and I went up there and I just was like drawing on my art pad, drawing that person. And so there's a whole crowd there, and then like it starts becoming like a crowd around me, to the point where that person was like, his name's Tommy Dreamer, was like, yo, what's going on over there or whatever. And they're like, it's a kid over there drawing you or whatever like that. He calls me over. He's like, man, can I have this or whatever? Ends up giving me like tickets to
That's so
the
cute.
joint and stuff like that or whatever. I like got to meet him. But that was like my first inkling of like, if you do something that well,
with passion. That's where the passion comes in.
It'll work. So even when I was older, when I drew 50, You know what I'm saying? He came down from New York, met me in Philadelphia, you know what I'm saying? Ended up getting the joint off of me. But I've done that so many times. Actually, the UFC podcast I did came from me trolling the
really?
guys.
Yeah.
Because
wow.
what happened was I was like, yo, I want to hook my basement up with like fighters. Like I wanted to be fight orientated, right? So I was about to draw like Conor McGregor, these big people. And I was like, you know what? I'd rather it be local people. I'd rather it be local people than people that I would never brush past.
Right.
And doing that, that's what started the
doors.
conversation
Stuff,
that turned it into that. So I said that to say with the podcast, more than it being just a family thing, it gives you the ability to invite any person to your house. If you met Beyonce, you can't tell Beyonce, hey, you should come over to my house and sit on my couch. But if you say, I got a podcast, I know this is a long shot. I have a podcast, and if you came on my podcast, you would basically make my life. She might just feel like
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Because you have the platform.
That's so true.
So now I've looked at my couch and seen the people that I had that I used to like watch on TV, watch their shows, listen to their music or whatever like that.
Couch.
And they're sitting there because
that
it's
is
like
manifesting what you're doing, manifestation. That's what it is.
But you're creating an environment. The thing I'm saying is like with podcasts, you're making a space to invite people.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
You create a platform.
And the funny thing is, like, afterwards, like when we have certain people on, they'll be like, I didn't think it was this, I didn't know it was going to be this professional, or like y'all really like
certain things.
Because I think a lot of people do podcasts and in their house, and I'm not knocking anybody who
No,
does.
you gotta do it how
they
you
have
gotta
their
do
own
it.
little, their own setup, but they're like, oh wow, I didn't know it was going to be like this, like the way you guys have it, like y'all really I could outline.
Or when you send the outline, I was just about to say when you send the outline, like wait, okay.
Because some people want to know what how it's going to go. I always talk to everybody prior to and just say, what are you not comfortable with talking about? Just making sure I have everything, all that stuff lined out, get it out the way, so I can respect that. And then, is there any particular thing that you want to discuss, so I can kind of incorporate that.
But it's funny that you said what you said about like the professionalism, because one day Omar Gooden, that's Cuba Gooden Jr.'s little brother, he's got all of these, like, he's kind of like a sitcom legend or whatever. He was doing a local production. They hired him to come to Jersey and Philly to work on this like local movie, and they needed a set that looked like a talk show for a segment of this movie or whatever like that. And they ended up reaching out to me. And I was like, look, I'll let y'all use my set, but he got to do a real interview with me with the joint. So they like, man, I don't know if he really going to want to do that, blah, blah, blah. So I guess they like forced his hand, like, yo, we need this. So he comes and he's like, seems like extra tired, like show up. But then he's like looking around and he's like looking at the stuff around it and shit. And he ends up saying something like, yo, I like this like Marvel shit. This my type shit or whatever. So somebody was like, yo, he drew all of that. And it was like he woke up. He was like, yo, you drew all of this?
It wasn't what he expected.
Yeah, he was like, yo, you drew everything in here? I was like, yeah. He was like, the fuck? So then he started like chilling and everything.
He's in his zone.
Yeah, like he's talking to everybody and everything like that. And it's like stuff coming up about what we do and everything. And then he was like, yo, I came and did a lot of like podcasts. I ain't never seen like 6 cameras pointed. He was like, yo, this shit, bro. He was like, this shit professional as a motherfucker. And I'm hearing this from a dude that's on movie sets. He's like, bro, I should be interviewing you. He said that. He was like, what the fuck?
That's what people have said.
Yes.
And when I'm out somewhere, I'm always like, promoting. But when I tell people like, oh yeah, I have a podcast, you should come on, blah, blah, blah. They're like, oh, let me see. And I'll show them. They're like, wait, this is a wow.
All the time.
This is the podcast?
All the time.
Oh, that's crazy. That looks, I'm like, yeah.
So I assume like with the work and everything you've been doing over the years, you've learned like what type of equipment, what has been like the biggest challenge with production?
Biggest challenge is people.
It's
That's
people.
it. Like,
like people
in general, like
working with people.
Yeah, like let's say you working with or a podcast. If let's say it's 3 of y'all. Sometimes like the way your contract might be is it's just one thing. It's one person. Once people become like friends with you, because naturally I just become friends with people if they cool.
Yeah.
You might have people start trying to pay you like individually. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if it's like, yo, the ticket on this is, $1,500, it's 3 people. They're like, yo, I got my 5. I don't know about Johnny.
No. It all has to
It's
come
like,
from
bro,
the
it don't
same
work like
person.
that, bro.
Yeah.
Don't even hand me. Nah,
Right,
that's
right.
not how it works, bro. It's not
Yeah.
like, yo, I paid my part.
Yeah.
No, bro,
Yes.
that's not
Yeah.
how it is. So you'll run into like stuff like that, or just the behind the scenes, maybe people not getting along. But it's usually human. It's usually human related. You know what I mean? You can have like random nut shit happen, like computers do what they want, y'all. And when a computer want to act up, it can make you not look like, it'll look like you don't know what you're doing.
You don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you really like, nah, bro, my shit now.
I know.
And they
like,
looking
no,
like the
I'm
producer.
Really, I'm really
Oh my
the dude.
God.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like,
Well, I
yo.
remember one time we were getting ready to record, and I think like the memory card
Oh yes.
was
timed out.
or something. You didn't have it. Somebody left it.
It died. The battery or something.
GB
was something like that.
actually
The
left
battery.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's human error.
But that's what I'm saying. It's human stuff. So you were like, you had one job.
Yes, I remember. You were like scolding him.
So we were just like an hour behind just because of that one like thing, and that's just how it is. It happens.
Oh my God! Is it hard for you to give like those type of responsibilities when it comes to the technical stuff?
Not really,
somebody?
because like on our show, GB know how he edits. Like,
Oh, okay.
So this is something that people don't realize. Like, if you watch an episode and it says my signature is in the corner, then I edited it.
I do
okay.
realize the signature, but I didn't.
If it's
not
if
on every episode now
if
that I
it's
think
not a
about it.
signature
It's
on the
him.
side of it, it's G.
Okay. Shout out to
So I
GB,
always
yeah.
do the sound like, yeah, GB is a nigga that just know how to do everything.
Fix cars,
Yo, GB fix
coach
cars. He fix,
football.
our stove started acting weird where
fix
my
air.
girl's like, yo, can GB I'm like, the nigga's not an appliance.
But he's a nerd
But the thing is,
too.
like, G is just a smart like
Yes.
he used to like take apart shit. Like I heard from like Slice that he used to like just take apart shit randomly. Like I'm gonna just take apart the VCR just cause.
Yeah.
Does he want to just know how it
That's so
works?
funny.
My husband did that, but he would take his mom would say he would take everything apart and try to make it into a boat somehow. He
Make it
loved,
into a what?
He loved boats. He
Oh,
would try to
shit.
radio, whatever. He'll
That's
build
so
a
That's some
funny.
boat.
autism type
yeah.
shit.
Build a boat.
It
Yeah.
is.
Sarah has autism.
Yo, autism be working for my. Yo, if you
Yes.
got a fixation.
That's smart.
You just
No,
said
it
her
is.
husband got
Yo,
autism.
listen.
He said that's like some
that's autism. And listen, when you fixate on a particular thing,
It does,
where it's like,
yes.
yo, I'll turn this
I'ma
into
turn
that.
this
That's
into-
autism.
yeah, that's how
I'm
he-
like,
That's how
have
my
him
kids
diagnosed
are.
now?
My kids think that he can't. There's nothing he cannot do. Something break and they be the same way. Oh well, my dad can fix it. Oh, my dad can fix. Like he
That's
might-
how my kids
he
are with
might
me.
can't
Like
fix-
literally, they're like, I'm like makeup, this, that. What do you need? But my mom said the same thing. I used to take everything apart. I would go in my dad's toolbox and I would like just take certain things apart. I guess that's why, like, I know how to do a lot of different things. The toilet, I know how to fix the toilet.
Listen.
I take the vacuum apart. It's not working. People are like, oh, just throw it away. No, I'm taking it apart. I need to
Exactly. You
fix
sound
it.
like me.
being resourceful
Yes.
can actually be
Yes.
a curse because people can think that you could do stuff that you can't. So like,
Everything.
so I used to be a songwriter too, right? And I got signed in 2009. I got out of my deal in 2012. And basically what we would do is under Sony ATV, we would like travel. So they would find, let's say like, oh, Cash Money, they need people to write down there or whatever. We would fly down to Miami to the Hit Factory, work with their new artists, whether it be like Ashley Ring, Chris Richardson. He was like, he almost won American Idol. But a lot of people that almost won American Idol actually ended up with better deals.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. I heard that.
Because the winner got whatever
Yeah.
But
the deal they
were
had.
limited.
And then the other people, they was like,
Yeah.
nah, we
They
want
sold
both.
out for them. Yeah.
So, I would go down there and like work with those people. So you do all of this different stuff, right? Now, the woman that I work for that signed me, she will work on all these different kind of projects and stuff too. And she had me like design like a doll before or something for her. All that's cool. So one day she hits me up and she tells me like, hey, yo, I need you to make me a cartoon or whatever. And, but she's talking about like animation. Like, yo, like, and I needed to do this and do that. And I was just like, yo, I don't know how to animate. I'm not an animator. And she was like, yeah, like I'm saying like draw it. And then like, I want her to like do this, like dance. And I was like, yo, I don't know how to do that. And when people think you
like
can
every
do
little second, right? That you got a millisecond.
And you just got to know how do you capture that? What do you do it in? I don't work on none of them programs.
Go to YouTube and look it up.
No, she told me she was like.
You should have done, you know what they do? Like draw the same.
Oh, the book?
Yeah, draw the same, flip it, and just flip it. And that's how you do it. You see, I would just do it. I was like, oh, you want me to do that? Oh, you want me to move? Trust me, he's going to move. I would just draw. Oh, copy it. No, you draw one.
You can't. Have you tried?
Listen.
So what I'm saying is like, I don't know
how to start it.
Like it's not what I do. Yeah. So it's like when a person says that, but this was the thing about it. She got like very, very upset with me to the point where she thought
that you didn't want to do it.
It was more like, if you ain't want to do it, nigga, then just say that.
Do it. Yeah.
Like, don't play with me and I'm like, yo, that's crazy.
Right.
Like
I can't.
There's an actual limit to what I can do. I know you could call me and say, yo, I need this melody. Yo, you got a melody for this? Yo, Dev, I need this. Yo, Dev, I need this. But it was like, yo, that's actually just something I actually just don't know how to do that.
Right. Yeah.
But they won't believe you. Yeah, they won't even believe you.
That's crazy. Do you teach your son?
He don't want to learn that.
He don't want to learn that.
My son, one day my son says that he's going to go to some like AV school or something like that, like out of nowhere.
These kids.
I said, nigga, you bullshitting. Nigga, you got every camera, it's all in our house.
All in the house.
You eat from this. We live off of this.
All you gotta do is actually take it.
Yeah, right.
But kids don't. I'm sorry for interrupting. I realized that too. My daughter even went and did the same thing I did. Went for school, got everything. Doesn't want to do it. She sees me that way I make the money from, and she could have a better life if she just put herself, to it. And she's like, I don't want to do that. She'd rather be a waitress or something. I was like, what in the world? Like, everything is there. I'm a teacher. I'm an instructor. I'm teaching you for free.
At least she went, like, so, like
it's worse now because she old student loans. Yeah. So it's
but my son, I'm just like, bro, you're just saying this because honestly,
you have the resource right here.
Like you literally could just start working on it right now.
Exactly. You just gotta practice and just
like literally, bro. We got everything. I got extra computers.
Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
And he did nothing with that.
No,
right. That was it. It stayed right there.
And then you have the same way with your girls.
He don't come around.
They're like,
I have like all these different jobs. I have like contract work, and I'm like, you guys can do this. I tried to tell them, look, I'll give you guys each money so you can start a business. Get it. You buying all these like T-shirts and stuff like that. Get a T-shirt press, a Cricut, all this. They don't want to do that. No, mom, please. I don't. That's your vision. That's your vision.
That's how it is.
And then
that's like your son. That's what we're trying to say.
And that's true. My vision is just like I want you guys to be in a better position than
financially than
like where I am, where I'm like working so much and I'm spreading myself so thin. I don't want you to have to work as hard later on.
Yeah.
So what's a piece of advice you can give someone who's starting off in production or in all this?
Well, I'm not even going to make it about production. I'll just say, I just tell people like to show up for whatever you want to do. Like whatever you want to do, just literally show up, even if you don't have a plan. That's another good part about doing a podcast is nothing is going to happen just sitting around in your house. If you go outside, you're going to naturally bump into people. It's just ups your chances. It's like getting extra lottery tickets. You don't know who you're going to run into. You be shocked at who people are. Join clubs. There's a reason why fraternities and stuff like that have a higher success rate. Do jujitsu, do MMA. The reason why I say this,
no connections.
Yes,
you don't understand.
You have friends that you would never be friends with. Like this dude's 17, this dude's 65. My lawyer is a guy that I trained with. My chiropractor is a guy that I train with.
That's so true.
You won't even know what people do. everybody's in there fighting as you build or talk or somebody says something. They're like, hold on, what happened? Why? There was a fire at your house.
Right. Oh,
hey, so-and-so, he's the person.
It's the connections. It's
So,
the network.
you know what happened when I started dancing? That's how I got all my connections back in St. Martin. I swear to God, everybody in the troupe that I am is a lawyer, the minister, this one. And you'd be surprised. That's how I met my boyfriend, because my girlfriend, we became really tight. And like later in life, like I met her 3-4 years ago. Milu, shout out Milu. She introduced me to my boyfriend. But through him, I met a lot of people because we go to the gym together. So that's why I became a gym freak. So I come to the gym here. When I'm home, I'm in the gym. So all those people says just connections.
And even what you
here.
do, like
with
your
hair?
business, you meet all.
Oh, yeah. She
That's
stares
it.
in the coochies, y'all.
That's coaches. I actually, like, I'm a therapist. Jamie
wants to keep me
I used to
around.
live.
Yeah.
So I was really innocent
Yeah.
before I met
It's the same.
Jamie.
Yeah. She was
No,
innocent.
and I used
don't
to
know if that's
love.
always
I want to
true.
be
I believe
innocent
you. I
in the
believe you.
nicest
That's
way.
lying.
The corrupter.
No, she wasn't
let's call
corrupted. She
her
wasn't.
corrupted.
No, she's not. No, she's not. I used to love waiting for her to come for me to wax her because of her stories.
Oh my God!
I swear to God, I was like, I want to be like her. I have this boring life. I don't go nowhere.
Her stories, y'all.
No, but it was exciting. It's like, how can you do this?
Look at Jamie's face. Yo, Jamie's sitting there like, wait a minute, don't tell one story.
I wasn't.
I'm like, hold my face.
No, it's just like excitement how she
I'm
used
like
to say it.
this.
I'm like,
Wait,
You
so
better not say
because
it.
I need
Say
to know,
no.
because I just
love her
can't
stories.
imagine day being not day, right?
no, I swear,
I met
Jamie.
Day with all fire. So when you started going there
She
and
wasn't
met
like that
Day,
when I
she
met
was
her.
not
No.
like this.
No, I was
Well,
not. I was conservative.
What?
I was married to a cop.
When I met her at European Wax, and she stole me from them, and then she just was very
just
like.
told on European. Who I
I
don't
know.
tell.
She was just very calm.
No,
and,
but
I
I was
don't
like
know.
10 years
So
old. I was calm. I was more into spiritual. Like
You said I was 10 years old. What you
10
say?
years
10
ago.
years ago.
But I feel like you blaming me.
No, I didn't blame you. I'm just saying that through her.
I you know what? What it
No,
was
like,
is
wait.
I pulled that out of you. Here, live a little, okay?
So,
Experience,
yes.
have fun.
Oh,
go
GB
places.
says if you squeeze a lemon, you get lemon juice out of it. So
Yes.
it was
So,
already
So no,
in
I was
there.
had it, but I had to be
in there.
conservative because
It
I
was
was
already in
married. So I was being a housewife, and I thought that's what respect my husband. That's all. I was like married. Like
Hold on, so you're saying that she taught you not to?
no. This is what happened. No,
Instagram I'll be talking about.
no.
Thank you.
So what I'm trying to say is I was very conservative, and I used to want to do things, but I couldn't because he said you can't dress this kind
And
of way.
Jamie
You can't. And when I used to like, oh, you want attention.
You unleashed
So
the dragon, is
no,
what she's
no.
saying.
So when he did what he did, that's when I was like, I wasn't good enough for you when I was conservative, and now I'm gonna act out. Now,
Well,
and I mean, I gotta just be myself, like be free spirited. Because when he met me, I was a free
but
spirited.
I think that what it is like, you probably had friends. I mean,
I
out
couldn't
here-
go out. He
but
would have
see,
a fit.
Once it was like that relationship ended because I met her when she was married. So that relationship ended, and now it's like, okay, girl, come on, let's go
Let's
places,
go out.
let's do
Let's
stuff. So the other day she called me. She was like, I just want to call and tell you that I love you. And I was like, oh, and I'm over here rushing. I'm holding the phone. I'm like carrying this.
But that's it because
And I'm like, oh, I love you too. I said, bitch, this is for life, you know? This is
yeah,
what
but that's
it
what I
is.
said. That I lived in a nice way, not like
No,
I
it was-
became.
there's
She got
some
me back
stories
who I
had.
was. I'm a risk taker. I take risk.
Well,
in the
Tay,
nicest
we
way.
love how you
Aw.
are, girl. We,
No, but
I was
said,
just
but
teasing you.
No,
but
I
we
know, but
love
that's what
how
I say.
you
Thanks
are.
to her, it's like she kind of, you know who you are, like wheel you back in. I'm like, oh no, I was going through it, like, oh no, I'm like,
That's
no.
right, bitch. Let's
No.
go.
It's
But-
like
but
you know.
the-
So I even have a social life because of James. I never go. The other day, my girlfriend told me we went to Latin America. She said I've been going to that freaking supermarket for years to cousins. I never know there was a restaurant in front. That's how lame. I wasn't even allowed to go to Canada.
That's how lame.
How lame it was. I used to go to Canada. I used to be afraid to go to Canada because you can't go there.
Yo, that was crazy. It was crazy. But I was gonna let it slide because they always want to
always
switch the
say
N
that.
and the M.
The Hispanics always say
So
that.
I wasn't not allowed. But he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, you know, I was like, "Okay, why can't I
But
go?"
we're glad that you're
Yes,
living now.
yes.
Now she over in Carnival dancing.
Oh, I am loose. That's how you
Butt
get
naked,
them.
y'all.
Oh, butt naked, not loose down there,
No.
but you know,
right. We gotta wrap this. We gotta wrap this. Yes, we gotta wrap this now.
So what did we learn?
We learned that networking is important.
No,
from the end of that is what she was, what Dev was saying, and connections, and I agree with that because even with my hair business, I've connected with so many people,
a lot,
you know. So
and
so
you'd
be
be
surprised
somebody here, and that's the thing, like word of mouth. We, one of the things people say, like, oh, I'm not a good salesperson, or I can't really sell anything, but we do it all the time. Whenever we go to a restaurant, we tell somebody, oh, it's so good, that's selling. We go watch a movie, it's good, we're telling somebody else, it's selling. Oh, go check this doctor out, go check this. We're always constantly selling. So, keep on selling, guys. Just don't sell no ass.
And Dev was ending with some points. And the one thing I love that he said was just start. That is I think the biggest thing. Whatever it is that you're thinking about doing, contemplating doing,
take a risk. It doesn't hurt.
And you don't have to share it with everyone. I also learned that. Your vision and everything and your goals, you don't need to share it with everybody. No. Keep it to yourself. Start working on it. Do something every day. Yeah. Something. It doesn't matter what it is. And just start and stick with it. So I love that point.
Yeah,
that was
join clubs.
Point.
That's true. Join the clubs.
I got 3 businesses I'm working on right now. Anyway, so guys, go hit up embraceyourbody.net.
Yes,
this is our sponsor. It's the summer butter. Okay, it has shea butter, essential oils. It smells good. It feels good.
Yeah,
and then the body scrub. Yes, like your skin. Oh my God, it's so soft afterwards.
This is a nice size jar,
you don't have to put lotion on. I know.
Yeah. It's a
go check the website out.
Yes, please.
Summer butter for the summer. Okay.
Yes.
Like, share, comment, subscribe. Okay.
Yay. See y'all later.